Welcome back or welcome to our Minecraft Let's Play world. I'm DueMountain and we are over here in, well, probably quite a familiar area for those returning viewers. We are here in our zombie spawner setup area and our, I was about to say caves, but no, they are clerics, Mountain. Clerics. They're villagers and they're what you're using to get your emeralds. We've been spending quite a bit of time over here in the last two episodes, and then last episode we were doing the the trial chamber challenges and actually, getting our first taste of that. And yes, I have gone on stream now and collected up quite a few more ominous keys just to find out that we're gonna have to go to another village, trade with new clerics just to get another map to a brand new trial chamber to try our luck to get the mace through new the ominous chest things. So it's a little bit more work than I thought to get this mace, which kind of makes it understandable as to why it is so desirable and rare, because it's not something you just whip up in an afternoon. Well, it's not something I can whip up in an afternoon, let's put it that way. So, with all that rambling on, what are we going to be doing today? Well, with all of this work being done down here in the, the caves, and running off and doing trials and working with villagers, we have been neglecting one key thing that we need in this world. And maybe a few of those regular viewers may have noticed that my food supply has gone from steak to baked potatoes because, well, let's head up to the surface for a minute. Alright, so now that we're up here at the entrance to our cave, we can explain a little bit of why I am eating baked potatoes instead of the delicious steak that we were eating before. And well, that's because we put in this beautiful axolotl pond. And when we did that, we removed the cave cows that we had here. So for the last couple of months, I've slowly been eating away all of our steak resources, and we don't have any more. I've had to go and start, harvesting up potatoes, and we don't have a really good setup for that. So today, we need to do a little bit of gardening. And up top there, right up here, oh good, I was making sure it wasn't going to rain, we need to start planning out a garden, because we've done way too much sort of cave work, villager work, exploring work. We need to do a bit of gardening. We need some food. So let's look over here now. Honestly, having these large jungle trees around makes it so much easier to get a nice bird's eye view of our landscape and work out what we want to get done. So, what I'm wanting, or what I'm thinking is because you can see from our, wool lining and everything going out there, we've marked out where we want our paths to be, but now we kind of need to actually incorporate the farmland around that, because behind me here you can see that we have a very small little garden there, and a lot of sugarcane around the shore. Yes, okay, there's a dirt bridge there as well. Don't worry, that'll be removed and the river will be nice and flowing again. That's just temporarily from a few episodes ago and I haven't cleaned up yet. But what I want to get done is that sort of front line that kind of runs along the coast there. I want to make that as our little bit of a sugarcane lipping there, but also just more of a walkway, nothing really growing there. And then as we can see how it lips up one block, that's where I want the fields to start. And I want to have large wheat fields, potato fields, and carrot fields running all along the backing there where all of our trees or everything is, plus our villages. Okay, our spruce trees are doing a really good job at the moment of covering up that cobblestone box mess where our villagers are hiding, but they are behind there and we need to sort of move them, and I'm thinking that they'll probably be moved on top of that hill there above my head, because once they're up there I can then start placing them out and getting them into their set zones around this spacing. But today, that's what I want to do. I want to do a bit of gardening and get all of this marked out and get it all in place. So to get anything started, we need to clear it. So yeah, I guess I'll jump down and start clearing out all of these trees. Alright, inventory emptied. Yeah, I know, I've got to go and take on the, mangrove trees. I'm looking forward to it. You alright? You look cold. Yeah, you need a lava area, don't you? If I give you lava, though, I'm going to hurt myself. You're right. You are right. I shouldn't go get you lava because I shouldn't go get you any lava because I gotta go and cut down that mangrove tree. You're right. You are so right. Don't have time to be wasting any energy or effort trying to get ourselves any lava. Like, that's just... It's not feasible. The amount of time that we've got for this episode, and we just... Oh, wrong way. We've got to start, cutting down those mangrove trees. I just don't have the time to provide you with lava. I mean, it's just exactly. Even the brain-rotted zombie understands the deadline that we're going through here. Yeah, I know. You know too, mate. Like, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't have time to give you any lava to help you warm up at all. What? I didn't have the time for this! Oh, you're being grateful. Nah, you're being grateful. I understand. You gonna go back and stand your lava thing then? You what? It's quite fitting that it's raining here like this because I've just turned around and seen that my computer had crashed. The recording program is not running. So hopefully now this clip will be stayed. I'm not sure how much of it was cut, but just to recap, all the trees are now cut down and we're moving the villagers from this little section over here and putting them up over into this cobblestone box. Now up on top of this hill is going to be where I've decided that our farming villagers will eventually call their forever home. Obviously not in a cobblestone box, we'll make actually like a farmhouse or something like that. But for now, that's going to be where all the other villagers take refuge while we work on the garden and like all the, all the crops today. So get you in there. We've got already 2 of the villagers who went in without any issues. So that's why I'm upset that the recording program just crashed. It's annoying. But alright, we've got 3 villagers in there. So that's all the guys in the box over here, I believe. Now we've just got these ones, which we need to put in boats to transport. Hey, Mr. Cow. Yeah, I know, my recording program crashed. You don't care. Oh. Rude! Oh, wait, yes, that's right. We're looking to make sure everyone's out. Yep, good. Perfect. Okay, I just got to craft up some boats, and then we can move these guys across. So, how many have we got in here? Oh, beautiful, just 4. So we should be able to do it in 2 boats. Come on, if 2 of you would get in there, and if 2 of you would get in there, I'll help. Thank you. You guys, get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in it. Dude. No, I'm not. I am not having this with you. Get in that boat. Get in the boat, you 2. Get in the boat. Thank you. Now you, get in the boat. Don't go stand over here where I can't get you. I'll remove the dirt.
Get in the boat. Stop hugging the wall. Stop it. No, I'll take one to bed. You won't get a bed. How do you feel about that? Huh? Dude, you're the only one holding this up. Get in the boat. There, go get the bed now. Come on. You're always in bed now. Get in the boat. Alright. No more beds in here. Dude, get out of the corner. I can't get you from there. Alright, fine. I don't have to do this. You made me. Get out of the corner.
Get in that boat. To you 2. You are the cartographers who, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what use I'm going to have for you now. Like, after we use you to get your 1 map, like, you can't even give me a map for a different area. And you both gave me the same trial map. We're going to have to do a lot of rethinking about what to do with you, but you will still get a home, but I just don't know what use you'll have. And up. You could have made up that last lip. Thank you. At least you did that one right. Alright, we'll go here. In yous come. Now we have the hardest task. Get the villagers out without accidentally hitting them. And that's 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh wow, we managed to do that without any casualties. I'm improving. If I do say so myself. Alright, so now that we've got these guys here, I probably need to just go and bring up their crafting table. Well, not their crafting tables, their, what is it? Their job tables, everything. Bring them up to this space here so it's not all down there in the way, and we can do that too with the beds, I guess. We'll just plonk them down here. Let's go keep going through. Alright, let's destroy all of these and take the beds up. That's gonna be fun. What? Hello? Where'd my beds go? Ah! Oh, hello? What was that about? Okay, I said that should be easy, nothing really going on, and all of a sudden we just get this big glitch with the beds. Terrific. Ooh. We should, probably do that, because that's open roofed over there. We should probably get the, lightning rod. Yeah, we should definitely make sure that we put the, lightning rod up there, because the last thing we would want is for any of our villagers to get, struck by lightning and converted into witches, because that, well, you can't reverse that. You cure them when they become zombies, but once any of you guys become a witch, that's it for us. That's plenty far up. Alright. Don't worry, guys. I'm keeping you safe. You don't need to thank me. It's what I do. It's what I do. Down here, I'm going to put beds. Just in case I forget, I'm going to keep this in the video. Spare beds, I put in that one. I know that they were for the villagers, but I'm just putting myself spare beds there. Don't need them anymore at the moment. I'm trying to breed up more villagers, but need to organise the ones we have. Wait, you still haven't finished emptying your pockets. Don't laugh at me, Mr. Drown. I was just trying to make sure that mental note that spare beds are in this one here. Because I have a habit of going on explorations without taking a bed. So now we have everything cleared up over here, and we can set up our fields of crops and get them all in place. Before we can do that though, I actually do need to clear out this little spot here. So honestly, I think I've tried to stretch it out enough by making the tree chopping interesting and clearing out this little space here. You guys don't need to see me move items from one chest to another, and they're all going to go from here to up there. That's all. And then when we come back in, we can start laying out the little pathway here so we know where our crops are going to go. We can start, sectioning out which area will be which. So I'll see you guys in the morning. With this space all cleared up now, it's time that we put in our pathing and sort of just spacing for this area so we know where all the crops are going to be grown, because what I'm thinking is as you can see, we've got this pathway, or representation of a pathway marked out by the white wool blocks, leading us down to about here. And now I'm thinking that this path will go down this little slope of the hill, but still have some sort of crops either side of it, and then go down to this section here, which will be the large sort of crop field. Now I really do like this jungle fencing along this lip here, and it's something that I really like actually seeing from even on the opposite side there, because it gives that nice sort of the dividing sort of range between sections, if that makes any sense, because it's I enjoy being able to look over and go, oh no, you know what, this area is nicely or neatly connected to its one spot. And just the jungle fences, they really do tie that in together. And well, I think that means that we're going to have to kind of address something, which is, we've got the whole area of our home and everything down there, the starter island, or that's going to be our home, which is going to be sort of that theme of a dwarven keep that's sort of underground and living within the mountain, but it's sort of being the idea is that it's going to be kept secret, or that, you know, the villagers from over here don't really know about it. So I think that might mean that we have a different block palette for over here than we do over there. So the jungle, that's going to be what we run for lipping along here. Now, I've spoken too much. Let me quickly go and sleep away this night, and then we can finish laying out the plan. Oh! No! Why is it raining at the start of the day when I'm about to record? Oh! Why? I don't know about you guys, but when it's raining, can't really do too much recording, so I'm gonna go fishing. I'll see you when it stops. So how do you spend your days off? Enjoy a good bit of fishing? The rain has finally passed, and we can now get back to work. So let's just not waste too much time. Let's just jump straight into it. So as you can see, I made up some shovels while we were fishing over there by our iron farm. Now let's just mark out our rough path, so that way we kind of know where everything can then be laid around it. And while we're laying out the path, we can also plop in the extra details. So starting right along here with our... Hello? What? Oh, come on, I didn't want any more delays. What's this? Okay, we're good? We're good? Sometimes, you know, Minecraft just likes to throw little curveballs at you. And I'm glad we can capture this in the Let's Play where, you know, we're going along with just how Minecraft is. Sometimes it's quirkiness. Alright, let's just continue on our path. So we want to roughly mark it out here. I'm thinking this bush needs to go. So let's just, you know, remove the leaves here. Where's my not shovel? Did I say shovel? No, we've got the axe. Remove that. We'll come back, put some more dirt in, as well as putting in the stairwell. But let's just sort of mark out the pathway going down to here. Okay, so how is that going to look? We then fatten up this area around here, and let's just fill this in just a fraction more, and probably gonna have to start removing some of these wool bits. No, let's just mark it out first. Mark it out first, Mount. Let's work smarter, not harder. So I know that I want all of the I want all of this lining here to be sort of following the oak fence line, because I really like how it separates. I mentioned that before. We don't need to get into that whole section now. So the pathway, I'm wanting it to at least make its way to about here. Now, this section, if I've got some dirt on me, I do, perfect. We'll kind of have to start, you know, filling it out a little bit more and actually giving us the grounding here, because, you know, I only want this to be a little bit of a lipping that surrounds it. The rest of it we can kind of make a little bit more noticeably sort of turning off over here. Noticeably turning off over here. Mountain, does that make sense? Well, the words doesn't, but the shape does. So as you can see here, we'll fill in all of this with grass. We'll remove the podzol because, well, it's going to be farmland and that sort of stuff. So the podzol doesn't make too much sense. But anyway, we'll go on with the path. We want to be able to have the main line come around here. Then we want a bit of a section that stretches out, heading off into a different field. Now, I really like the ideas of having like this rolling hillscape that sort of follows the path, not the pathing, but the garden line. So I want to bring it out to about here. Again, I will come through and we'll make sure that this sort of starts to take a little bit more shape along here. Yeah, okay, something like this, and then maybe even bring in like a dirt block there, or even up onto that one. Nice, okay, that'll connect all that up there. I'm thinking that this shoreline needs to be worked on, doesn't it? Okay, so the idea is I'll have to come back and I want to fill in this gap here so that there's no more sort of deadly gorge. We do use the bridge, which needs to be made, but I kind of think we should even this little section out. I don't want the water to continue on down there, and we'll fill in the ground, and maybe that way we can have the path then lead up, and we can do, there we go, a little bit of lag, but we're good. Then we can maybe have up here like a pumpkin and melon field. or an automatic pumpkin and melon farm. I think that's going to be the way to go. Maybe next episode we can work on doing some automatic pumpkin and melon farms, because they're not too hard to make now in Bedrock, that they kind of brought in the what is it? It's not parity sort of fixing or whatever it is to bring them together. Now that the actual observers will detect how the vines and that of the pumpkin and melons are working, we can make really cool farms with them too. So I think that might be something we build in this section here, because you know, if our farmers are up there, we can make a little bit of a storage way that we can get the pumpkins and melons up there easily to be able to trade. Yeah, I like that. So we've got our path leading off over to here. Obviously we need to beefen it up a little bit and, you know, have it make a little bit more sense, but then let's try and actually connect up these ones. So it's going to be up something like that. Now we've got this path that comes down there, just to have a little bit more characteristics. Let's take it off over to here, and I'm thinking we just want a nice straight wavy kind of line that will walk us up and around over to here. And then this section, because I like the idea of the rolling hills sort of backgrounding the farmland. So I'm thinking we actually bring this in a little bit more. And we can curve that off up there, and then even bring this landscape up and around a little bit. So that way we can kind of connect these two hills and then have just a nice little semi-valley of gardening. That's kind of the thinking there. So yeah, if we got that pathway up there, and then maybe we have just like a little extra off random shoot around here too, just to give it a little bit more characteristic about our fields. And we can also use as a point to be able to divvy up the crops. So, you know, we have wheat or potatoes or something over there, then we can divide this section up with carrots and potatoes. We could even bring in, or we could even make this a section where we could grow netherwort too, because we don't have any good uses, good spots to grow it, but we can trade that with our clerics for a bit of a discount. So that might be the idea to go with that. So then for now, I think let's go ahead, remove all of these, not pumpkins, these are melons. We'll remove all of these, clear out the spacing and try and get a bit of the groundwork laid. However though, this is all the dirt I have. So we're probably going to have to try and work out a bit more of that. Yes, Mr. Villagers, I know, it's not going to do. So let's clear out all the flowers, everything here, fix up as much of the pathway as possible, and then I think we might need to go get some dirt. So that's the plan. I'm now, instead of just going through a talking process, let's just cut to a bit of a montage of me getting this all ready. So take it away! Yes, no, I'm happy with how that's going around. Oh, it's the LAs. I thought something was flying up there for a second. Oh, the shovel! That's not too bad. And I mean, it works for just having a path that leads around. Let's go get some torches in on it. Game. Hello. Thank you. Here. So if I want to take the lineage this way, and then we'll curve it, kind of keeping like that. Game update. Hello. I path block things here. Thank you. So this is pretty much, if you haven't worked it out, how I approach my pathing. Especially when we're just using actual pathing blocks, I just try and go a little bit the higgledy-piggledy and then fill my spacings in. One key thing is, don't be afraid to change it up. So at the moment we have this pathing here, and I think it quite looks nice. But once we start coming in, putting all the vegetation, it might not work at all. So we might have to change up a little bit of these areas, maybe round off some of them, maybe even go, okay, we were rounding off too many and we need more straight edges. You know, that's also a possibility that we haven't even considered yet. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh, come on. The guy's there with the trident. Let me get into my inventory. Thank you. Remove that. About to play a game. Who has the better trident? I think it's me. Oh, it is me. Oh, but you weren't generous enough to hand over the failing trident. Rude! Remember to keep putting torches down because we don't want any hostile mobs coming to eat our faces. Not going to be a fun time. Oh, no! Well, too late, Rain. I got in the main recording. Now we're just, going in and putting in all the dirt parts. So, joke's on you. I'm not affected by this. Is that my book and quill? Have I finally found where I put that? Yes! Oh, beautiful. I found that was missing for a while there. Oh, that was missing for a while. We might not have covered this on an episode, but like people during streams and that suggest any mob names or any pets and that they want to have named, and we add them into this book. And this also goes for videos too. So if you guys have any suggestions for any pets or anything like that in this world, please, put them in the comments and they get added into this book. This book that I just found again. We're going to put it in the bundle so I don't lose it. Oh, okay, that's why it's not in a bundle, because it doesn't work. Why don't I have an ender chest? Don't worry, I'm not going to lose the book again. So there's a book there for everyone to be able to add their own suggestions for different names. Okay, so I know I have run out of dirt and I should go collect more, but we can at least start putting in these jungle fences. So, I mean, why not? Why not just start adding them in before we go off and collect the dirt? Everything can sort of slowly start to take its shape, and we're working a bit smarter. Something that I don't do too often. Oh, yes! Whose trident is better? Is it mine? Yes! Oh, and thank you! You played to the rules. You had the weaker trident, so you gave it to me. Thank you. I did pick it up, right? Yes. Ooh. You really did have a weaker trident. That's okay, though. We're not here to judge. You played the game properly, and we will now continue on with our lives. Alright, I think it's time to sleep, and then go and collect up some delicious dirt. Delicious dirt? You know what I mean. We need more. Oh, wait, I gotta empty that chest. Now, I need somewhere to be able to just steal a bit of dirt from that's not going to be too annoying for me later on. So let's head over here. Surely there's some space here where I can just dig up some dirt to be able to use. I tell you what, how good will it be if while we're making our way over here, just looking for some areas to get some dirt, we run into the lost delay that we lost on the exploration collecting all the dogs. One of them's holding a trident, so I know he's able to defend himself. But still, I would love to know where they ended up. We've got 5.5 stacks. Can I get just a little bit more? I don't want to chop trees down. I don't want to leave floating trees. Ooh, onto the last shovel. How's it going, mate? You doing good? I saw you come and check out on me. Yeah, I know. I'll sleep. Well, I'll tell you what, Blue. I got more dirt now, so I'm gonna go finish off what I had to do with dirt. Can't remember what it was, but oh yeah. Ooh, actually, let's have a quick look at how this is coming along, just to see if we've sort of got that right looking that I was thinking of. Yes. Okay, got to get rid of that garden. We'll fill in the dirt gaps, and I might even do that section here now that we've got more dirt as well, and remove this garden here. And then remove all the sugar cane because I don't want it in like a massive line across. We want to separate it and break it up a little bit. Got to obviously come in with a bit more of the sand, but something like that. And then we just continue it on, I think. Oh, no. Well, I mean, yeah, okay, that works for that one, but yes, and then just matchbook that over on that side. Nice. Okay, and then we need to come in with some sand. Stop jumping in the water. We need to just come in with some sand and fill in that section there. Cool, but we're working with dirt at the moment, so how do I get back up here? You'll all break away in a minute, and we'll hear a great big... Ready? Any second now. Told ya. I don't know what's going on today. If it's not the rain, then it's just the game itself not wanting to play ball. I had dirt here? Bluey, why didn't you tell me? Oh, because I didn't... Okay, I didn't ask. Yes, I get it. I didn't ask. You don't know. I'll be back in a minute. All right. I know it's going to look a bit weird when we take all the sugarcane out in this farm, but trust me, We've got to get that out so we can then see the next vision, the next stage of this. But let's work smarter is my fortune, because we're going to need to be replanting a lot of this. Let's try and get as much back as we can. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. It definitely has now the laying out of what we want. So I'm thinking we're probably going to go with something like carrots over there. Our wheat field's probably going to be there in the middle. So we'll have carrots, wheat. Then I'm thinking over there should be where we put our nether wart. And then over here can be potatoes, because that's what we're going to be using as our food source for the moment. And then next episode, we're going to build up a pumpkin and melon automatic farm over here. And that covers most of our food crops that we want. Well, I think all of our food crops that we want. And the main reason why we want a nice big spot there for wheat is because steak will be back on the menu eventually. And we need to get a nice supply of wheat to be able to breed up all those cows. But for now, we'll get the potatoes going over here. So, we need a few things. Number one, how are we hydrating our crops? Well, I was thinking with all the mangrove trees that we've chopped down, the roots there are really nice to be able to just waterlog, and then, you know, it's not like it's a half block or something like that where you could fall in and possibly then have to try and get back out and break any of the other tilled farmland. It's just a nice little, you know, block to be able to have there to hydrate the farm. So I'm thinking we're going to use a whole heap of them to go around and place in at kind of semi-strategic points amongst all of these. Before we do that though, because we don't need to worry about hydration at all, let's go ahead and put in straight away the nether wart stuff. So I just need some of my nether wart and some soul sand. Whee! Oh, I didn't mean to get in the inventory then. And we can at least get that first part of the crop field growing. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, good? You enjoying the lava? Glad to hear. You going to tell me, do I not have soul sand? Oh, we gotta go to the nether. Oh. Alright, back in there you go. You sink down when you crouch on stuff, don't you? Alright, everything's going according to plan so far. That's all we need to know. Things are going according to plan. Alright, how much have we got? Ah, beautiful. We've got over a stack at least. Two stacks would make me feel confident in what we've got. Like, you know, that's enough to work with there. Don't need anything else here. We don't need to get greedy or anything like that. We've got our goodies. Let's go. Goodbye. Now I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, did I even grab enough? I'm scared that I didn't. Let's just go clear the spacing for it, and then we can work that out after. Eventually this dirt will realise that I've cleared it. Now we'll need to come back with those shears, which I don't have. Just take those vines off because they'll prevent us from being able to grow any of the warts from that block. So I can fix that up. Let's clear out all this space. Oh, okay, of course. Block lag. Yay! How short are we? I've changed my tone of thinking of I had enough to I'm running out, but how many more? Oh wait. Oh, could it be? Yes! We had just enough! Okay, so now what I need to do is come back with the nether wart and those shears. I'll tell you what, the amount of times we use shears, it's not going to kill me to make another pair. Plus we have the iron farm. We've got to remove all these ones. I don't know why I didn't do it when I ran the other time. Alright, got those nether warts. Let's place them in. I've only got 28, so this is going to be good to actually get them in and start growing. Especially if we want to do some potion works, you know, in a future episodes. We probably should have a nice supply of the nether wart. Cool. So that's a nice little spot in there. Now let's take off the shield so we can see a bit more. We're not in the nether anymore. And let's make ourselves also a couple of the iron hose, because we want to mark out where all this water is going to be working through. Probably best off going to be the potatoes, isn't it? Because if that's what I'm going to use my food source for, let's start getting them grown. Because yeah, I've only got 15 left, and this isn't working out too well. So let's go put it here, place that in, and then once we waterlog it, we know that we get 4 out. So that's 4, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that space there made into a little bit of a cube, or a box, because it's not a three-dimensional shape, will become hydrated from that one water source. So now we've just got to go around and playing the little bit of the fun, tedious task of where do these all line up nicely. And of course, they're not going to all perfectly work out because, well, look at this spot here, for example. So these ones here will have to have another one up somewhere close up in here, but that's the next step, is going through and, yeah, getting these to be growing. That's going to be the next part where I'm sort of stopped now doing a bit more of the more talking throughness of it, because we've got to do that for all of these spots. So we're going to have potatoes over here, we're going to have carrots over there, we're going to have wheat over in this one, and yeah, that's a fair bit of space that I've now got to go cover up, so let's maybe do that in a montagey thing. I think I'm getting the hang of them. It's going to be embarrassing because I haven't done the edit of the last one yet if I just failed. So here's hoping this one goes well. Yeah! First hoe down. On to the second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that perfectly lined up there. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, that's one side down. Did it again. That's not what you want. You want water from over here. Ooh, we got to play a game of the trident. Okay, hang on. Distractions for 1 second. My trident's better than yours. Oh, I missed. Stop swirling. Got him. Oh, yes. And he gave me the trident. Why is this one still hydrated? And like, nicely hydrated. Stop it. That didn't even affect it. Break it. There we go. I'm gonna have so many potatoes when this is done. Alright, all of our potatoes are now grown in there nicely. I think I've earned myself a peaceful night's rest. And then when we return, let's start working on the wheat field just here, because that's going to be definitely a lot more useful than the carrot one over here. But I mean, you know, they're all of importance, that's why we're making them. But yeah, I've earned myself a little rest. 4. Okay, we're going to make ourselves another iron hoe. Hey, you want to play a game, don't you? But you're not going to play by the rules. You didn't give me the losing trident. Shame. 4. Okay. Alright. On to the next one. Oh, I haven't put the water in here yet. Oh, whoops. No wonder why it started turning back into just normal dirt. Bamboo, you gotta go, I'm sorry. Just not gonna fit here. Alright, so it's the wheat field all set out there now. Let's go and put the seeds in. And then we can have another night's rest before starting the final section for the carrots. And we have a lot of seeds here, so I'm not worried about that. It's just so repetitive, placing down all these seeds, go back, big block the next stack, and repeat it. But honestly, it does look really cool just turning back and seeing all those little shoots growing up. Oh, but it covered all of this section here, so grateful for that. Right, that one at least covers these sections here. Now if I'm looking at this, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be putting it here. So the next, on to the last one, man. Almost gonna need more. We managed to get that one done before the night even kicked in. Beautiful. Alright, let's go plant our carrots. Ha! We are out of carrots. It's not too bad, not too bad. That's my fortune one. Let's take the hoe off the hot bar. How are these going? We can just check on these. I tell you what, let's just break fair. What ones I think are right, like that one's not, but that one I think is. That one's not, but this one is. Okay, well I think what I've got to do, guys, is we just got to AFK here for a little bit, just so that we can get a few more of these crops to grow in, and then we can work on the next stage, which is putting in our path. So that way, you know, we've got a pathway leading up and leading down. going back through and putting in the lanterns instead of having these torches. And also, I think before the end of the episode, we will address that little dirty spot there. But at the moment, our little food garden here is coming along quite nicely. Alright, I'll see you when we're able to finish up filling out these carrots and the netherwort field. So, yeah, back in a moment. So after a little bit of time spent AFKing, we have finally been able to complete our carrot field here, as well as our netherwort field behind me. So that's now got the 4 different sections of our crops here all completed. We have carrot, we have potato, we have wheat, and we have netherwort. Now, of course, netherwort we can't eat, but if we want to do any form of potion work, we're going to actually need that at the hand. So, this is now the bulk of what I wanted to get this episode finished. Alright, we've just got to tidy it up a little bit. And what do I mean by tidy it up a little bit? Well, there are a few things that I want to actually just get in place here around, such as we've got torches on almost all of these. Okay, I walked past the first one and it doesn't, but almost all of these, the mangrove root blocks that are waterlogged, has a torch on top of them. And I would like to put maybe either a stone or mossy stone, cobblestone sort of bricked wall. So I want a walling post here to be able to have a lantern sitting on top of it to be able to produce the light. And because of our iron farm, well, we have quite enough iron to be able to get that done. So we've got to go around and put lighting in here that's not torches, because this is now an area that we've built up. I think we can kind of skip over the torches now and go straight to some better lighting. The next step is, as you can see along the fence line here as a dividing line, we have the jungle fences in place. And I like that. It is a really good division breaker, and it can set up between the different areas and really sort of hones in which section is which. I think, because as you can see looking along here, everything's getting lost in that one level right there. So up here, we should continue on the fences. Now I'm thinking we go from maybe somewhere around here, wrap it all the way around to where we get to our path, because we need to get the path in and be able to have that leading up to where anything over here is going to be built. We're not working with villagers today or the pumpkin and melon farm. That's going to be like next episode, the episode after kind of thing. This time, we just want to get it finished up with this path and get these fences in. And maybe do a little bit of decorating on the either side of the path. Just kind of see how we get up to. So first off, let me go through and put in these fences. Then we will go through and include all of the I'm just blanking on the name. Lanterns! All the lanterns! Alright, so yeah, let's jump into that right now. See, at the moment, it's all just going along this little lip here. This is going to be very plain. What if we just break that out? A bit more character. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but having it coming down to this level and integrating with the farm, I don't know, I just feel a little bit more like it's supported. So that's it. Well, that works. Okay, so let's go along here then. Yeah, we'll go here with this. Okay, so if we even just take a look here, it's going down our path. This instantly helps wrap it up more. And it should be continued off up here. Dang it. Alright. It's always good to make sure we look back and see how it's coming along. And at the moment, yes, you can see just the tips of the fence there hanging over the wheat. As we're going along, then here you've got the nice sort of, it's standing out, it's divided this field. Everything's enclosed here and our crops are protected. Lovely. Alright, we'll continue this side on. Obviously, there's where we'll have the silo for like the automatic pumpkin and melon farm. But we still want the fence to be able to go up along to there. So let me get that in. Alright, so now we have our fences in place. As you can see, like this whole area is now just beautifully wrapped up and it's secure. Like, you know that this area here is now the garden. Nothing's just wandering in. We need to now just include the fences the fences, the pathing leading in and out of here, and the lights, or the lanterns on the fences around, and then even maybe including some cobblestone walls and mossy walls, I'm thinking, might be the nice things to go around here. So, because I think the last step is definitely going to be that path in and out of here, because it's going to tie in this area and finish it. Let me just go jump ahead and grab lanterns, and let's make them up first, because, well, that way we aren't jumping straight ahead to the last part. We can put in the touches of the light, and then we can do the final section. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to go through and show you guys every single lantern placement, but, I thought we could just at least start it off so you guys have the idea of how it's going to be looking. So, we start coming in, removing those torches along there, and giving ourselves our nice, fancy little bit of lighting array. So at the moment, I am quite happy with how these torches are, because, well, as you know, we had to AFK while I was waiting for the carrots and netherwort to grow along, and this area was well lit up. So I don't need to go and try and work out better strategic places to place these torches. These are lanterns, I mean. They work out here nicely. So I'm just going to keep this pattern. Yeah, and even just having them running along that first line there. Oh, that looks great. Wait until we get like all the lanterns will start poking up through the crops as well and up along this back wall. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we're on the right track here with this. Let me go along, putting the ones up the top here, and then we'll be on to the final stage of this episode. So yeah, I'm not going to show you through all this part here, guys. I know I've always said I'll try to bring you all along for it, but this is kind of like tree chopping. I'm just going to save you guys this pain, and we'll be back for the final path placement here. The simple addition of these lanterns around this whole garden. I don't know what it is about it, but it makes it now feel like this is actually a build. We don't have all that just torch spam or anything like that, It's not like just higgledy-piggledy placed around. It's defined. The lanterns are like, this is a solid area. We have a nice solid pathing underfoot, and it's securely wrapped around here. So, this will be a good test. I saw you just pop into existence there, Mr. Wandering Trader. Do not come and trample my crops. Why is the dog did absolutely nothing to that llama. That llama just went straight for it. Come on, Fido. Come on, you can do it. You can beat the llama. Beat your enemy down. I know I'm getting completely, yes! And then get out of there. Smart dog. So as I was saying, this area here, it's quite secure, our garden. Like, we can see that hopefully our crops should not be getting trampled anymore. And it's just, it ties it in. It looks like it's a nice solid build, okay? The surroundings around it need now to be built up, and that will really draw in the eye and actually go, yeah, I can see this vision coming along. Or maybe you guys can already kind of see my vision with just what we've got here. And if that's the case, yes, we can start to see the crazy builds coming together. But, let's not get too distracted anymore now. We just need to put in this last section, which is our entrance pathway leading up and down from here. And now I've gone ahead and I've made up some, half slabs, because, well, I've also got some stairs in there in case I want some sort of extra height, movement, way of getting up and down higher. Yes, words. But anyway, I thought the mountain, words, relax, breathe in, and out. Okay, so we're going to use these half slabs to sort of make it like a nice and even just flow walking up and down, so we don't have to go, trying to jump up any blocks here. We can just easily get through it. And because we have the pathing, it's always good, for example, here, you're going to need it like that, because if we were just to place it on there, can you see that spot there? It's still an air gap. Eventually, it'll break it down to dirt, and it just won't. What happened there? Well, okay, that's a great example there. You see, we've got the air gapping in here, and we don't want that. So we need to make sure that wherever we come through and place these half slabs, we definitely double it up so it looks like it's solid in that ground. So I'm thinking we come along here, there'll be a step up there, maybe make this one here. Bit of How did you get in here? You used the path, right? No, he can't. Okay, we've got to break off this. Hey, can you... Look, this dog has been through enough. Whoa. We aren't enemies. I helped you out, remember? Hey, we're cool. No. How did he get in there then? Dude, I just finished. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're good again. I just finished saying. Don't you dare re-show me. Yeah, okay, it's this line here. Good. You lost it now. It's gone. Oh, I'm just trying to put in the last touches of this, and you've come through and destroyed my field. Do you know how rude that is? Oh, you stay out of here. This is not your area. Go away. Huh? What do you mean, huh? Don't, you've just come in here and ruining my garden and messing up with my recording. Please. Uh-huh. Go away. No, don't do it. Don't you... Huh? What? No. You're good. He brought that on himself. Oh, and then the torch gets in the way there. Not having a good day. Let's go back to doing our path. Okay, hopefully now we can finish getting this little part done without any interruptions from any other wandering traders spawning in. You got it? No more. Okay. So now we've got one block in here and place something there just to give a bit of a breakup. You know, we've got from the mossy, then we're going to bring in the andesite. The andesite and cobblestone really mix nicely together. Now we're going to need another one down here, and I'm thinking we'll go with the stone here. And then let's go with mossy here. And now we could put in a dirt block here, or because as you can see, with all of this half slab, we can't really hide our hidden lighting. We could take advantage here. Just break that one there, and boom. Now we've got some hidden lighting, and it looks like it is actually maybe some some stones have been piled up to actually allow us access up and down here. So with this here now, we'll break in that. Break off that so you can see it here, but now we don't want it just to be one random, so let's also break off over here and include, actually this is where we could come in with some stairs and just put them in there. So you see, looks like that it literally is rocks in there. You can't have it all nice and smooth. There's little divot ends where some of the rocks have been kicked out and everything's been traveling through. Yes, that's the way, but maybe for now let's just focus on the flat surface and then come back in and do the detailing. So if we're going to come up here, then I think the next path that we walk up is probably like in lining here. So we're going to need to go with that one out. So now our path is, it's going to be up here, then and this one here actually, yeah. So it can kind of do like a little wrap around. So then does that mean, no, I think that would work here. So now we can just come back around, plop that in, go with one of them, chuck in a bit of the mossy stuff there. And we will come in and include some of the fences to help wrap it up, but at the moment we're coming up here. So I need to probably let for this, yeah. So our path's coming along, we're going up here, now we're into this section, and it's pretty much, we're gonna go straight on from here, and then meet up to this curved. Ooh. Oh, now you're gonna get picked on by a parrot. I can't help you out there, mate. They're Bluey's relatives. You're just gonna have to deal with that one yourself. And I'm sorry that this may have been in a bit more of a talking my process through. This whole episode might have been that. You know, part of the Let's Play. We're playing Minecraft as it is, and you know, you got to think things through sometimes, and this has been one of those episodes, very much so. So Okay, so this now here is not perfect. It's not the exact right hole sizing that we need this path to be, but it's leading us now into this section here of our farmland. So we have this path in place. The only thing left to do now is go in and add in a few of these stairs just in these sections here, just to sort of break up a little bit of it so it's not so flat and smooth, and add us in a little bit of a railing with the path, with the fences, and then add in some the lanterns there. And honestly, once that's done, guys, we're going to be finished this episode. We have a garden again, and I can eat food happily without any worry of running out. So let me just put in these last little few touches of detail, and then we'll return to wrap up this episode. Alright, back in a moment. Ah, yes, we are yet again on top of this lovely jungle tree because, I mean, look at its height. We can see everything from up here. We can see our iron farm, we can see nicely down to our cave, we can see where, we can just see everything from here. So, of course, I keep coming back to this spot to be able to show off different angles of things. And the garden, like, come on, how good does that look now? Okay, we've got our paths all set out in place. You can see the different little fields that they've all got their own spacing. So, everything looks even and just distributed nicely. We've got all those little lanterns just popping up and out in different sort of like levels, you can see that some of them are on top of the what are they called, the walls and that. Some of them are on the ground, some of them are on the fences, some of them are on the second tier fences. So it's giving different depth already just from even this perspective here. And then when we get back down a little bit closer, which don't worry, we will see before we wrap up this episode, it's come together really well. And I mean, it's definitely, achieved the whole purpose that we needed for this episode, which was I'm running out of food and I needed to be able to have something so that wasn't ever going to be an issue. And if you look at this field now, like, come on guys, there should be no reason why we run out of food. Okay, we've got so many potatoes, carrots, wheats, it's enough to be able to feed us for months on end. But now we need to start addressing how it's all looking here and wrapping up this episode. So, as you can see, we've gone through, separated each field with the paths, gone in there and placed in the walls and got different lanterns hanging up there. We've even put some on the ground level, so you can see that there are a few that look a little bit sunken into the field. And that's on purpose because some of them, I didn't want the walls to be too close together, but it also gives a little bit of a different viewing for the eye to look as we're walking around. We've now also got the fences wrapping around both the bottom and the top tiers of this, which really give a nice enclosement. I haven't yet had another game wandering trader to try and come and test his luck, but at the moment, fingers crossed, we shouldn't be getting any crops trampled. Okay, yes, there is a weak spot over here where the melon and pumpkin silo will be built up, but that's going to be next episode, and then that will be addressed, so it's not going to be something that's going to be an issue for long. But guys, this looks so good, okay? If I was to point out one little flaw, it's probably in the path that we're not doing, which is kind of now right above where my head is, and it's a little bit too squared. I want to kind of smooth that angle a little bit of the path, but we'll address that when we start looking into the farmer's house and all the builds that's going on up there. For now though, what we need to get done today, I'm happy with it. It's really, really good. So instead of me just keep talking up here on top of this tree, let's mosey on down and check out our garden. Hey Bluey, don't give me the cold shoulder, Bluey. Yes, thank you. I'm about to go and show off the garden that you've been sitting over here watching. You wanna come part of that? Yeah? Alright, come on. But yes, remember, you can't be on my shoulder yet, still. Mojang hasn't fixed that issue. And, we don't have much time before it's night time, so let's quickly run along, get to where we need to be. Alright, Bluey. Here we are. We're up here now at our new garden. So this is the section here where I was talking about it was a little bit too square and I wanted to be able to have it rounded a little bit more. But that's not going to be an issue until we start working on the villagers' houses and everything like that. For now, let's just enjoy this nice pathway in. We've got some stone stairs or just different varieties of stairs in here to be able to look like the ground has been kicked in. You know, the rocks are actual rocks. We've got this little welcoming pathway with all these little, I was about to say sides, no, the fences on the side there with all the lighting, and it just draws you down into our field here. Now, as I said, I haven't yet had any other gamey wandering trader try and test their luck jumping over the fence. The cows kind of know what's up. You know what's up, don't you? Yeah, you don't come down here. Don't try it, man. It's not worth it. But either way, look at this. It's really what. I know Zia's going to point that out. Oh, that goes back to a stream when I missed one potato and Zia's keen eye spotted that potato missing. Either way, look at this area here, okay? Before we get into too much darkness, and maybe even we'll let it go into night so you can see how nicely lit this area is. I mean, our pathway, we're coming down here, now we're into the section where we can go off and continue to harvest up all of our nether warts. Then we can come over here, we've got a large field of wheat, which this one, there's a torch there. And another spot of, okay, look, poking, but Bluey, don't hide away in the field and try and scare me. I saw you do that. Haha, it doesn't work, no surprise attacks. But like, all of this wheat here is going to come up nicely for when we eventually move on and want to be able to have, you know, steak again and all that sort of stuff. You know, we're going to need that, especially if we want to make hay bales for decoration. So I'm glad that we chose to have this larger area have more of the wheat and everything in it. Then, you know, we've got the carrots, which golden carrots are good, but I'll probably be trading with farmers with these guys. It's just another good food source, but it looks nice in this field area here. And yes, we're starting to get into dusk, and just look at this garden, okay? I know it may not have seemed like, oh, we haven't done that much. All you did was build a garden, 4 little fields. Bluey, don't pick on me for that. But this, you know, you gotta think, this world is going to be 20 years old before we even consider ending it. These are baby steps in our world's history. This is going to be a garden that will feed us for years and years to come. And honestly, I'm really, really happy with it. Bluey, are you happy with it? Okay, I know you give me the warning because there's zombies and that. You might also just be pointing out about John Paul. Not John Paul. Paul Blackbeard over there, the pirate. But yes, I mean, it's getting nighttime. This episode has taken a little bit of time to get out, but look, let's wrap it up here, guys. This has been a really fun, just chilled episode to make, you know? We've had so much more chaoticness in the past with trying to do the trial chambers, working with villagers, doing zombie farms. Sometimes it's really good just to jump back and get into the basics and, you know, just do some gardening. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and maybe this has inspired you guys to go out and build your own different garden fields and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just get into the mood of just playing some chill Minecraft. But guys, without rambling on too much longer, I would just like to say a huge thank you to everyone who's made it this far into the video. And you know, if you guys have really enjoyed it, maybe you might even considering liking and subscribing and leaving a comment and all of those goodies. But guys, until next time, well, from Bluey and myself,